Hello guys, this is Estakar. Today, I want to talk about social justice's effort paradox, namely, how the lowering of standards with the intention of inclusivity makes everything go to shit and back. Now, weightlifting is the go-to metaphor for this video. This morning, I booted up a YouTube channel called Blogilates to work my abs, which I tend to neglect. And the channel was all pink and shit, so I figured, hey, I'll do the extreme workout because this looks softcore as fuck. Now, do not judge a book by its cover, because that fucking video kicked my monochrome color-wearing ass raw. So let's get to it. Now, lifting weights is a beautiful thing. In a box, lifting weights is ripping your muscle to the limit of your physical and mental threshold, failing, and then coming back for seconds. And that, my friends, is the fucking point. The stronger you get, the more punishment you can take, and the more you must take to advance to the next level. This leads us to the topic of education. Education didn't used to be a mandatory thing, back when we had actual factories and unskilled labor that could actually support a family. Time was you could learn a skill, get good with your hands, and feed your family off the sweat of your brow. Then globalism happened, but that is a different video entirely. I spent some years teaching and learned a few very depressing things. Teaching is all about numbers now. You must get your kids' numbers up no matter how shitty and unmotivated they are. If they're slow, then you have to make more comprehensive material. If they're lazy and have no motivation, you have to provide motivation. You have to be a social master to manipulate these kids into doing anything. Now, in the real world, no one is going to make problems more comprehensive for you. No one is going to rub your fucking shoulders and offer you motivation and a free hand job. In the real world, you will be told to go out and succeed. If you're a failure, your girl will leave you. Your parents will begin to become ashamed of you. You may receive passing altruism, but no one will have the emotional resources to prop your ass up. It's up to you. So what exactly are we teaching in schools, where teachers have to be the ones giving students the tools to learn? We're having kids lift lighter mental weights and expecting them to get strong. It doesn't work like that. And social justice is currently failing hard in this simple fact by refusing, as social justice often does, to look at an uncomfortable truth. Nowadays, you punish minority students too much, and your school is racist, even if punishment and discipline is what is desperately lacking from these kids. Give minority students low grades for subpar work, and your school is racist, even if the work is subpar. No. It's up to you to manage this kid's behavior. It's up to you to make this kid fill in the right bubbles on the test. So what do? You seat the skilled students next to the disruptive ones in the hope that some of the skill will rub off on the disruptive student, without the consideration that perhaps some of the disruption will rub off on the skilled student. Because the score-based mentality is focused on the lowest common denominator, and our kids leave school weaker and weaker. Now, we've discussed the bar lowering that occurs within education and some of the negative aspects that come out of that in the briefest of ways. You talk to a professional teacher and you will hear an earful, let me tell you. But it goes deeper. This kind of anti-meritocratic bar-lowering idea sinks into more areas of society than just education. Let's look at the workforce. Imagine you're a company, you have a stack of resumes, but you have mounting social pressure telling you that you need more diversity, you need more people of this group and that group, and, a little over here and a little over there. So at the top of your stack of resumes, you have this random Asian dude, perfect SATs, high test scores, prestigious institutional education, tons of independent work that shows this guy is hungry. He's a fucking animal. He wants to make your company money. But let's say if you hire one more Asian guy, because you've already hired too many apparently. You've already hired too many Asian guys. You hire one more, you're going to get heat from some diversity initiative asking you, demanding, why did you hire another Asian guy? They don't give a shit that this guy's an animal. They don't give a fuck that this guy's ready to go. So what do? You dig through your pile of resumes and you go, oh, this is the identity that they wanted me to hire. I'll hire this guy, right? So let's say you've earned yourself just enough breathing room as a business so you can finally get back to that dream candidate and hire that crazy Asian dude with the crazy SATs, okay? So you do that. But then the diversity people, they start to get a little mad. So now you gotta look for another group that they tell you that you have to hire. Are you starting to notice the pattern here that would develop? Humans are pattern recognizing animals. They might start to realize that, wait, every time we hire an Asian dude, it's like the cream of the crop. But then we hire, random dudes from other groups that aren't the cream of the crop. And a pattern will develop itself. People will notice. And social justice will hilariously end up creating negative stereotypes and resentment along the very lines that they're seeking to dismantle. And that doesn't even get into why are we punishing this Asian dude who probably busted his fucking ass getting those credentials? Because this guy is Asian? Because his skin doesn't look right? Because his eyes don't look right? Suddenly his hard work doesn't fucking matter anymore? Why the fuck not? This guy probably sacrificed his fucking life to get those SATs. Do you see the issue here, guys? Now, shitlords, this has been a very brief video on a very intense topic, and I do plan on making more videos on this topic and exploring it to greater depth. If there are any problems or any avenues that you would like me to go down, by all means, light me up in those comment sections. Call me a dickweed. I don't give a shit. Whatever you got to do, man. Just, I'm a meritocratic guy. I feel like if you light that fire under my ass, you're going to get better content. But there is one thing I want to leave off on. Before we pat ourselves on the fucking backs, there's something important. Resume studies. Resume studies have shown discrimination in hiring against women and against certain minoritas with equal fucking shit on said resume. That is, you make one dude black, one dude white, and then you give them the same resume, and the white dude gets hired, the black dude doesn't. Now, this is one of those moments. See, usually SJWs are so fucking retarded. It becomes tempting to label everything they're fighting for as equally retarded, as, fruit from the retarded tree. But even a broken clock is right twice a day. Minority studies show discrimination on the basis of identity. If we don't recognize this, we are no better than the fucking SJWs. This is why I have been and will remain a proponent of blind hiring. That is hiring based upon meritocratic factors such as testing and scoring, with no in-person interviews. This means race, gender, physical attractiveness, joke-telling ability, posture. None of this crap gets in the way. A business is not a cool kids club. It's not a nepotistic shitfest. It should be a place where skilled people make money together. And blind hiring, I don't think that should be some government measure forced upon companies. I feel that should be a thing companies decide. They go, wait. We are hiring attractive people from groups that we want who suck, who don't make us fucking money. Maybe we should be blind hiring. Maybe we should be getting the crazy, slightly smelly dude who fucking is an animal and gets work done. Maybe we should hire that fucking guy. So I'm going to do an entire video based upon the concept of blind hiring. But that is for another time. See you there, shitlords. Like and sub, because you want to sub for me, bro. I got the goods. I got them.